Have you ever gone to sell your investment property and found that you've been faced with a massive capital gains tax bill? Well, how would you like a strategy to get around that capital gains and not pay anything at all? Well, keep watching because I'm about to show you how we can do it. Hi everyone, Josh Masters here, and today I want to talk to you about a strategy around the capital gains tax exemption. And one of the biggest things that we have to face as property investors is when we go to sell our assets, we're often faced with capital gains tax. And that means paying tax on the profits that we make. Now, if we hold a property for longer than 12 months, we do get a 50% capital gains tax exemption at this point in time, and that may change in the future. However, there is an exemption to this capital gains tax in total, and that is if the property that we have invested in is actually the home that we live in. So for example, let's say that we invest in a property that's a 2-bedroom unit and we happen to live in that property. If we go to sell that property, we don't pay capital gains tax on the property that we reside in. Also, if we moved into that property for 6 months, and then we started to rent it out because our circumstances changed, that property can actually be considered a principal place of residence for a period of 6 years in total before it's considered an actual investment and capital gains tax is applied. Now that means that we could potentially buy a property, live in it for 3 to 6 months, and then rent it out and sell it at the end of 6 years and pay 0 capital gains tax as long as it's considered our principal place of residence. And this can be a really interesting strategy to use if you're looking to change your circumstances over time. Now, I will make the caveat and say that you can't rent the property out at all, even for 1 day from the time that you've bought it, and then move into it and get the capital gains tax exemption. You must move into it first and consider it a principal place of residence from day one, and then rent it out as an investment later on. If you have any queries around this, please drop me a line below, but it's a great way to get around the capital gains tax that you may have to pay if you've considered living in the property first, or if you're open to living in a property and then potentially renting it out. And make sure that if you are going to live in there, you do have proof that you have stayed there through either a utility bill or something of the like that can provide a paper trail of your principal place of residence. Again, you've been watching me, Josh Masters, on The Ladder.